Welcome to Horror Midnight Thrills. Thank you for stopping by to watch our spine-chilling, heart-pounding, scary videos. Your support means the world to us. If you love thrilling tales and terrifying mysteries, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. My name is Emily Harrison, and I had always thought of my family as ordinary until I inherited the ancestral home in rural England. The house, an old Victorian mansion, stood ominously at the edge of a dense forest, whispering tales of its dark past. Little did I know that stepping into that house would be the beginning of uncovering the horrific secrets that haunted my lineage. It all began with a phone call. A solicitor informed me that I had inherited the Harrison Manor from my late aunt, Evelyn Harrison. The house had been left uninhabited for years, and the locals believed it to be cursed. Intrigued by the mystery and driven by a sense of family duty, I decided to spend a few weeks there to sort through my aunt's belongings and decide what to do with the property. As I drove up the winding path leading to the manor, a sense of unease settled over me. The trees seemed to close in, and the sky darkened as if anticipating my arrival. The mansion loomed large and foreboding, its windows like empty eyes staring into the void. On my first night in the manor, I discovered an old leather-bound journal hidden in a secret compartment of my aunt's writing desk. The journal belonged to my great-grandfather, Richard Harrison, and as I read through the pages, a chilling story began to unfold. Richard wrote about the strange events that plagued the family, starting with the mysterious death of his brother Edward. Edward had been found dead in the garden under peculiar circumstances, and his death was ruled an accident. However, Richard believed otherwise. Richard's journal described a malevolent entity that tormented the family. He referred to it as the Watcher, a dark presence that seemed to feed on fear. The Watcher would appear as a shadowy figure with piercing blue eyes, lurking in the corners of the manor and whispering threats in the dead of night. Richard believed that the Watcher was the spirit of a man named Thomas Blackwood, who had been wrongfully accused of a crime and executed on the manor grounds. Thomas was said to be a servant who had an affair with one of the Harrison women, leading to his tragic fate. His spirit, consumed by rage and betrayal, had cursed the Harrison family, vowing to destroy them one by one. As I continued to read the journal, the hauntings grew more sinister. Richard wrote about how his wife, Eliza, had been driven to madness by the Watcher's torment. She claimed to see Thomas's ghost standing at the foot of their bed, his blue eyes burning with fury. She would wake up screaming in the middle of the night, clutching at invisible hands that seemed to strangle her. The children too were not spared. They heard disembodied voices calling their names, saw toys moving on their own, and experienced cold, ghostly touches that left them trembling with fear. Richard's attempts to protect his family were in vain, and the hauntings only grew stronger with time. Determined to end the curse, Richard sought the help of a renowned medium, Madame Clarissa. Together, they conducted a ritual to banish Thomas's spirit from the manor. The ritual involved burning a lock of Thomas's hair, which Richard had kept, along with reciting an incantation to release his spirit. However, the ritual went horribly wrong. The room grew cold and the flames roared to life, casting eerie shadows on the walls. The Watcher manifested before them, his eyes blazing with hatred. Madame Clarissa screamed in agony as the spirit's wrath engulfed her, and Richard's heart filled with dread. As I finished reading the journal, a sense of dread washed over me. The sun had set, and the manor was cloaked in darkness. I knew that I had to face the Watcher and end the curse that had haunted my family for generations. Armed with the knowledge from the journal, I gathered the necessary items for the ritual. I made my way to the garden where Thomas had been executed, the cold night air chilling me to the bone. As I lit the fire and began to recite the incantation, the ground trembled, and a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness. It was the Watcher, his blue eyes glowing with malevolence. The air grew thick with a palpable sense of dread, and I could feel the weight of centuries of anger and pain. But I stood my ground, determined to free my family from the curse. As I completed the ritual, the fire blazed brighter, and the watcher let out a blood-curdling scream. The ground shook violently, and then, as suddenly as it had begun, the silence returned. The watcher was gone, and the manor was finally free from its dark past. The Harrison Manor stood as a reminder of the darkness that had plagued my family for generations. With the truth uncovered and the curse broken, it was time to rebuild and create new memories. As I walked through the now peaceful hallways, I knew that the haunting had come to an end. But sometimes, in the stillness of the night, I can still feel a cold breeze and hear the faint whispers of the past. The manor may be free, but the secrets behind my haunted family will forever remain a part of its history.